and this girl literally like tackles me, like grabs me, and I'm like, get the f off me. So she threw me on the ground. I'm like, what the f is wrong with you guys? She grabbed me and threw me on the ground.
They saw you throw the Delta employee onto the ground.
October 17th, 2022. A woman gets kicked off a Delta flight because another passenger complained about her talking. She walks off on her own, sits down with police, talks for 10 straight minutes. Then 2 witnesses say they watched her throw a Delta employee to the ground.
Okay, Ms. Weston. What happened?
So I was sitting on seat 32F, I think it was, and this guy was like, switch seats with her. And I was like, I don't mind, you guys are grown men, so I'll sit in the middle. So they had leg room. So I sat in the middle, and I started talking with the 19-year-old about his book that he was reading, because I was into the book he was reading, and I know about the book he was reading. And then I started talking to the of-age man next to me, and we were just kind of complaining about how we had to turn the flight around and refuel it. Like, why would you set a flight off without fuel? Like, what the fuck? So we were just like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy. And then we started talking about music and the music industry and music videos, and I was showing him stuff, and then this lady in a pink shirt said, oh, do you guys mind stepping off the flight? Like, oh, that's fine, I don't have a problem. And I'm thinking it's because someone had a vape, like the guy next to me had a vape, and I knew he had a vape, so I'm like, oh, we're probably getting told, yeah, just give his vape away or something. So I get off the plane, she's like, oh, well, you guys need to, like, you guys aren't going to be able to take this flight, like, someone's complaining about you guys. I'm like, complaining about what? I was like, I'll put my headphones in and be quiet the whole flight. I am totally cooperative. And I was like, complaining about what though? Like, I just don't understand. She's like, she's tried to say, like, our conversation was, like, making them uncomfortable or something, they just wanted us off the flight. I'm like, alright, that's fine, I just need to get my property. Because my property, I don't own non-valuable things. Everything I own is of value. Everything. I've been robbed on a flight before, so I have PTSD from my last flight in July. I was robbed $3,000, my house keys, my car keys, my ID, everything. So I was stuck out here for a long time before I could go home. So she's like, I just need you to step off the flight. So we all step off the flight, and she's like, oh, wait, guys, like, we got a complaint. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. I will gladly book a new flight if you don't want me on this plane. If I could sit in another seat, that's fine. If you need me to get on another flight, that's fine. I just need to get my belongings. I need to get my property, because that's all I have to my name. I need this right here, because it is so of value. It probably costs more than everyone's plane ticket on this goddamn flight. Like, my clothes are very expensive, my belongings are very expensive. I don't own non-valuable things. Like, everything is of value. It doesn't matter if it's my personal item, it doesn't matter if it's my carry-on, it doesn't matter if it's my luggage. Everything is of value. So I said, I just need to get my luggage, my carry-on, and I'll be right off. It's in the front. It's before we even get past where they close the curtain, like first class or whatever you want to call it. So I was like, I just need to get my belongings and I'll be off this flight. And this girl literally, like, tackles me, like, grabs me, and I'm like, get the f off me. I'm like, you could go get it if you need to. Like, I have no problem with you going and getting my bag for me. As long as I have this, I don't mind. But she was trying to tell me that she's not giving me this and I'm not getting it and that I'm not understanding. I'm like, no. If you're telling me I need to get off this flight, go get my carry-on, because this is my entire life. I'm missing a Playboy shoe, which is a huge thing for me in my career, and I'm missing it now because this bitch wanted to throw me on the ground and try to say I wasn't cooperating when all I asked was for my property back, and I would gladly leave the plane. I will go book a new flight, it's not a problem. And she just wanted to grab me and throw me on the ground. I'm like, what the f is wrong with you? Get off of me. Like, don't touch me. I have to f deal with people touching me for a living. So she did that, and I'm like, get the f off me. Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you do that? I'm not even being violent or aggressive in any way. I'm just asking for my belongings that are of huge value. Everything in my bag is of huge value. I don't need my things being flown to Boston without my supervision. I asked her to go get it. She said no. So she threw me on the ground. I'm like, what the f is wrong with you? Get off of me. And like, she let go. Because she realized what she did. She literally like acted out of character and threw me on the ground. So I'm like, yo, you're crazy. Like, you are crazy. And I got my property. This is my property. And I left that flight and I was ready to go book a new flight, and then all of a sudden Officer Soto and Sheriff Campbell came, and they're like, you just need to wait. And I listened. I'm like, that's fine. And then all of a sudden she starts, like overreacting. I'm like, what? I'm like, why wouldn't you do that when you like tackled me to the ground? Like, that's crazy to me.
So you're saying she tackled you on the ground?
Yes, she grabbed me and threw me on the ground.
Threw you on the ground? Okay.
Huh?
Threw you on the ground?
Yes, she grabbed me and put me on the ground, and I'm like, get off of me. Like, I literally have to.
Her story does not change once the whole interview. She said the employee grabbed her first. Under Graham versus Connor, officers get judged on what a reasonable cop would think right then, not what we piece together later. Problem is, no officer saw it happen. Her word against the employee's word. That is a tie, and a tie does not get anyone arrested. Still, her account alone is not enough. 2 witnesses are about to change that math entirely. Battery does not need anyone to get hurt. Under Florida Statute 784.03, all it takes is intentional physical contact the other person did not want. That cuts both ways. If she grabbed first, that is battery. If the employee grabbed first, same charge goes to the employee. What Miss Weston believed happened does not decide the case. What the evidence shows does.
From her job. I have to do it. So for a woman to do that to me, you escalated this situation. I asked you to go get my luggage. I asked if I could have my property of value, and you want to make it 10 times harder when I'm just asking for my property back. Before the plane takes off, and I told her I'll buy a new flight. I have no problem with getting a new flight. I have no problem if you move my seat. I have no problem. I was willing to cooperate, and then she threw me on the ground, and I'm like, what the? Like, I'm not a violent person. I'm not someone who, like, I'm a people person. I'm supposed to be a public figure, and to have someone throw me on the ground and like try to make it like they're the victim. Like, I was just trying to get my property back. Like, it just really like threw me off. It really frustrates me. It really frustrates me. I have things from vintage Playboy in here. Like, the amount of my suitcase is well over her pay. So I needed my property back. And she just wasn't happy about that. And the 2 guys that were there, like, literally just watched this girl like throw me on the ground. And I'm like, all I said was, get off of me, because I'm not about to deal with assault when I have to sexual assault for. I'm not about to deal with that.
The address on your ID, is that current?
No.
What's your current address?
Like, I don't like to f around. I don't f around with law enforcement. I'm a well-behaved citizen.
What's the zip code?
03, I'm sorry, 1 second. I've only lived there for like 2 years. It's 02135.
02135.
Yeah.
What is it that you do for a living?
I am actually out here because I'm a verified artist. I make music for a label. I'm a performer, entertainer. I'm verified on accounts. Like, I'm not just some dream of this. Like, this is my career.
Okay.
And I'm also a model. And a public figure.
All right, Miss Weston. I spoke to everybody that I could, everybody that saw exactly what happened, the 2 gentlemen that you're referring to. The 2 gentlemen that you referred to did not tell me the same version of the events that you just said. They saw you throw the Delta employee onto the ground.
She put her arms around me.
All right, well,
I've worked with grown men since I was 17. I'm pretty sure I know when someone touches me.
okay.
I'm positive,
Ms. Weston,
actually.
at this moment, you're going to be placed under arrest for battery, and the TSA people will be contacting you, and our state attorney's office will be contacting you once you're released from jail.
I need to press charges against her because she assaulted me.
Okay.
I have to because it's not okay.
Okay. When this all goes to court, you'll have the opportunity to do that. All right?
Does this girl know that my family is involved with the law? I hope to God you tell her.
Inconsequential. Correct?
I really hope you tell her
Ms. Weston,
before she decides anything else.
At this moment, that's inconsequential.
Okay.
It's not going to stop what's going to happen.
Okay.
I need you to stand up for me, please. Put your things down. Put your hands behind your back.
I just need to tell my father. I just need to tell my father.
Ma'am, you're an adult, so he'll find out. Okay?
Homosexual.
That's not gonna help the matter. Okay?
Nothing's gonna help the matter anymore.
3 Bravo 20.
Airlines can pull passengers off flights. Title 49 of the United States Code Section 44902 gives them that. But that authority stops at the decision to remove her. It does not give anyone the right to put hands on a passenger to make it happen. Before the arrest, they told her to wait, and she stayed. Under Florida versus Bostick, that conversation is a consensual encounter, not a detention, unless a reasonable person would not feel free to walk away. Whether that line got crossed is exactly what a defense attorney goes after when statements from that window show up in evidence. Once an officer says you are under arrest, Miranda kicks in. Nothing in this footage shows a rights advisement before the camera cuts. That matters because anything she said after that point, without being told her rights, is fair game for a suppression motion. The first officer ran a clean interview. Open questions, no pressure. Let her talk. The one thing he missed. When she brought up family connections to law enforcement, he did not redirect, and that door stayed open. The arresting officer did it right. Came back with witness accounts, laid out the contradiction before calling the arrest. The Miranda gap is the only flag on his end. Miss Weston stayed. Answered questions. Did not run. That works in her favor. The problem is, two people with nothing to gain told police a completely different story. First, for anyone working a gate or handling a removal, the second physical contact enters the picture, you are out of administrative territory. Battery only needs intentional, unwanted contact. No injury required. Second, for passengers, if you are being removed and your stuff is still on the plane, ask an officer to go with you. Do not walk back toward airline staff in a situation that is already heated. The bag can be retrieved. The charge is harder to undo. Third, for anyone who just had a physical altercation and police want to talk, Miss Weston gave 10 minutes of detail. Two people she thought were just watching told police the opposite. The right to stay quiet was there the entire time. If you know a stop, an arrest, or an incident worth a closer look, drop it in the comments. The law only holds when someone is actually watching. Thanks for watching.